Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this has been your true and welcome back to Total War 3 Kingdoms. Well, last time, I think we made some good progress, alright? We picked up a little bit of territory, and then we decided to settle for peace, because I just had war on way too many fronts at once. And today, however, we're going to stabilise a little bit, alright? I've got a plan. You see, for the time being, things are looking pretty much on the steady side. Liu Bei is still my best friend. Yangzhou is still my best friend over here as well. Yangzhou hates me, but he's only just agreed to peace and his armies have been very badly battered. We killed one entirely and his personal forces are going to need to take some time to recover. So, he's not going to be in a position to attack me anytime soon. And Gongsun Zhang is mysteriously fond of me. So hopefully, we should be okay for the most part. And that means I can mop up some of these territories over here who have been bothering me for some time. And on top of that, I can pick off some of these small forces that are invading. In particular, yeah, Liu Bao over here. He's actually invading directly through Yangzhou, who's just sort of let him through for reasons I'm not sure about. But yeah, Liu Bao is causing me problems. We need to wipe these guys out, but they've massively overextended. This guy's actually suffering from attrition right now, so he's going to be no problem whatsoever. Then there's another force over here. That's one of Liu Bao's vassals, I believe. So yeah, that won't be any problem whatsoever. We should be able to make peace with those guys pretty quickly. I just need to start moving my troops around to make sure we can intercept them. I don't trust Cao Cao, but I don't think he's ready to counterattack me just yet. So, yeah. I'm going to move my primary army over here to the livestock farm. That's going to slow down how fast they actually grow new troops, but they will still recover at a decent rate. And as for the future front with Cao Cao, yeah, that's a decent enough garrison for the time being. What in some ways I'm more concerned about is the economy. I'm not making as much money as I really need to be making at this point. Part of that is, yeah, I need to be making more money through trade. I'm floating too many armies right now. I'm floating 4. I could definitely get that down to 3 without too much in the way of difficulty. But this territory I just took over here, this is the only thing I managed to get off Yangzhou. Salt mines. How valuable are they? Oh, that's very valuable. In fact, actually 550 industry off level 5. That's really, really nice. And the city itself seems to be, yeah, very, very well set up to deal with that. Marvellous. Yeah, there's communal workshops for even more money coming off industry. So ultimately, this city can make well over 1,000 in industry. That's absolutely beautiful because, yeah, we've also got this lovely building right here that's boosting that up. Not by a huge degree, but moving in the right direction. Though it's also making a decent amount of money off commerce, interestingly. Yeah, 300. 100 plus 200% right there. The problem is, this place is going to be the front line against Yangzhou sooner or later. I really, really would like there to be an actual garrison here if I could. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of the Merchant Registry Office. It's such a shame because, actually, that's worth 30% trade influence. That's probably paying for itself more efficiently than a level 1 horse exchange. That's plus 100 commerce, though. That's actually generating money immediately. That garrison is so tiny, and I could just leave this army up here, but I'd rather not have them just sitting there. That's just a bit of a waste. Screw it, get rid of the office, we'll just get rid of that immediately, and yeah, I could actually pay to demolish it faster, but no, I think we're good for the time being. Yeah, I'm really worried about the economy here. This place is going to start making some good money, and by the way, you two guys both need to be upgraded, congratulations. Here we go, trust, more armor, bit more resolve, that'll do, and it moves me towards, yeah, some really good upgrades over here. So I'm happy with that, and as for you, what do you want to do? Ooh, patience. Patience is very, very nice indeed. But I do like reach, but then again, you're in command and you've already got reach. Oh, 25% range damage up for your retinue. Yeah, I can't say no to that. So those guys need to recover for a little bit over there. This army over here is currently trespassing because I was going to attack Yangzhou again. Instead, we'll actually, yeah, cross the river again next turn. Crossing the river takes a turn all by itself, so yeah, my territories down here are a bit safer, just because we will have time to see them coming if they attack us again. But I just desperately need more money. Hang on. Diplomacy here. I still have a trade route open. I need to find someone to trade with. Well, there is the Han Empire. They really don't want to do it, but yeah, for just a bit of food, a tiny bit of money, and yeah, just a little bit of money up front, ultimately, that's actually going to get me, yeah, 800 gold a turn. And also get me, I think that's tools, and I've lost my tools because, yeah, I lost the toolmaker back to Cao Cao. Honestly, I'm swimming in so much food right now, that's worth it. Let's actually get that done. So that is a full selection of trade deals for me. Beautiful. And right now we're not selling any food or anything to Yangzhou. And he's willing to, yeah, consider food relatively valuable up to a total of about 9. He's got a tiny amount of food right now, but he'd like more. And on top of that, we still haven't actually sold him legitimacy. Oh, this is interesting. That's actually a big old pile of plus right there. So, options. I could demand money off him. Like, a lot of money actually. A huge amount of money. Because he is rich right now. 1,000 gold every turn. That would shore up the economy very nicely. The alternative would be, he might be willing to sell me a bit of land. Yeah, I could make either of those work. I could help myself to the farmland in Yangzhou or the farmland in Chen. Either of them he will go for. Alternatively, I do still have, yeah, I've got this farmland over here. Hang about. This city that you actually insisted on buying off me for this alliance. How much for that? Okay, that he values too highly. I'd need to pay more for that. Do I really want the farmland right now? Or would I rather just have a giant pile of money? Because my food situation is good right now. It's very good. Here's interesting though. He considers Chen less valuable than Yangzhou. And Yangzhou means this guy's actually got more of a border with Cao Cao. You know what? I'm actually going to take the cheaper Chen farmland. Because Chen's going to produce a big old pile of food for me. But then again, I can't do it just now because, yeah, there's still too many bad people floating about. For the time being, I'll just sell him the food, not the legitimacy. So that way I've still got the legitimacy in the bag to actually hold over him to buy some farmland later. This'll do for now. Bit of money up front, and yeah, about 3.5 grand over the next 10 turns. That's fine. Ah, yes, and Liu Bei, who still has nowhere near enough food, but has plenty of money. Well, we can sort that out, my dear, dear friends. Ah, the problem is, his income is nowhere near what it once was. He can't afford to pay for this food. Okay, Liu Bei, me and you need to come up with another arrangement here. Tragically, he's not got anything great in terms of accessories or followers. That's just a basic trader. No mounts, armor, or weapons. Come on, Liu Bei. I thought you'd have found something cool by now. Okay, I'm being ripped off here, but it's only a little bit of food. Only 4 food, and it gets me just a little bit more money for the time being. More importantly, actually, Liu Bei, yeah, you're not attacking that port anymore. We're not actually at war with those guys. Now, head over here, take some territory off Liu Bao, because it's kind of confusing that you two are next to each other, because you have fairly similar names. So, go and murder him for a bit, and that will work much better. There we go. Meanwhile, my other vassals actually, yeah, continuing to lay siege to this territory over here. Hang on, how are you actually doing? You've got to be... Okay, just walk in. He's dead, for goodness sake. And Jianshu is still technically at war with Yunshao. Okay, who else are you at war with? Yeah, Dongmin, together with, yeah, just a handful of small factions too. Fine, if you just want to keep marching north and taking a bit more territory off Yunshao, you go right ahead. Nice little buffer state between me and him would be perfect. Okay, it's not great, but it'll have to do. That's all we've got for the time being. Once we take some of this territory over here, hopefully, we should be in better shape. And yeah, Sun Jian, if we're very lucky, won't attack us immediately. Because he's going to do it sooner or later. I just kind of hope I've got time to mop up all the little factions over to the east before it happens. Ah yes, don't forget, we've also got Yangzhou tax exempt for the moment. But as long as Kongrong's still here, yeah, public order's still going up regardless. This place, however, is starting to... worry me. You know what? As it's actually at... what's that at right now? 80 and dropping. Fine. It's okay for now. We'll leave that place actually being taxed. But yeah, Peng Cheng is making very, very little money right now. Oh, and absolutely perfect. It's time for a reform. I do love the reforms. You know what? I need to spend a bit of time down here in the green agricultural stuff. Because right now, I can't get my farms up to level 4. And I'd like them to be at level 4, because it feels like level 4 is when they might actually start picking up some walls. So yeah, let's get that sorted out, because I could also do with some better quality spearmen. So yeah, some nice little light spear infantry, a peasant band. Let's just start getting that into production for my champions. I think I do still have at least 2 champions floating around in my armies at the minute. And there we go. Now, proper grain estates, we can actually do that once we can afford it. Beautiful. Now, time to see who's planning to attack me next, because I suspect we might be about to lose the Peng Cheng farmland. There's a lot of Tao Ying forces nearby. I don't think we can hold against them. And Gonsun Zhang continues to just sail home. Okay, Yan Shao is definitely sailing home too, and... Okay, so remember how I was just saying, I really hope that Sun Jian doesn't attack me imminently. Okay, so he just attacked me immediately. Good, good. And honestly, we're gonna need help with this one, so... yeah, actually escalate that to an alliance war immediately. I'm gonna need Yan Shu's help with that one. Though the downside is, now it's an alliance war, I can't just end it myself. It's gotta be mutually agreed that we want to end it by both of us. And here we go, we have got something going on already. So, the temple has just been attacked by Zhang Yan's small force. I suspect we can win that one, however, just because, yeah, they don't really seem to have much here. Though, hang on, do I have towers to help me with this one? Because if I do, we'll be in good shape. No, we're on the open field. Ooh, I'm a little bit concerned about that vanguard in that case. Ah, but we do have plenty of forest to hide my cavalry in. Right, that's good at least. Because my captain over here is actually, ooh, some very nice heavy sword cavalry. Very, very good indeed. So those guys are going to kick a lot of ass. Right, hide them over here in the forests. Everyone else just put in this nice open bit of ground over here, so the archers have got a nice clean shot of whatever's coming at us. I'm worried about the heroes, but they're going to be damaged too. They take attrition as well. Also, for some reason, they actually start, yeah, closer to the temple than I do. So that's kind of weird. I kind of figured I'd be, you know, defending the temple. So I'd have my back to the temple, which would give me an uphill advantage, and that'd be really useful. But whatever, I suppose. And, hang on, are you actually damaged? I thought you'd have taken attrition too, but apparently not. Right, just let them walk straight past me, and then use the cavalry in the rear to clear out their archers. That'll be a significant tactical advantage for me. So we're going to lose sight of them momentarily, but then, as soon as they actually, yeah, get through the forest, I should be able to just hit them in the rear. Nothing they can do about that, and these heavy sword cavalry, they will kick some serious ass. And here we go. They're starting to move in. As soon as they're in arrow range, I will expose my cavalry, because at that point, they'll have to choose to either stay in arrow range but stop advancing, or here we go, here we go, here we go, moving in and attack. There we go. So, we can now actually start firing. Ooh, they've got fire arrows. Well, lardy flipping da. Right, guys, pick your targets, please. Make sure we've got targets set up intelligently, because, yeah, your priority should be going for the infantry. Just hit the infantry as best you can. Their cavalry can't possibly get past my spears, and hopefully, yeah, those are pretty hardcore spears. They should be able, hopefully, to actually deal with the vanguard and the sentinel. And in come my forces, still hidden for the time being, but any moment now, they're going to be spotted. These guys have gone into loose formation, but they are taking damage very quickly. Bloody hell, this is a pretty game, by the way. And in comes my cavalry to hit them. Right, my forces have been discovered. Bit too late, unfortunately. They're deploying their cavalry back to try and intercept, but no, not a flippin' chance. We are just going to run them down. They are going to be scattered immediately. So, lots of damage being done right over there. Beautiful. They're sending their vanguard backwards. Honestly, kind of works for me. You go and try and deal with the vanguard. And the other cavalry, you just try and see off these guys and make sure they don't actually come back. I want them taken care of. That's some very interesting little trick shots right there. Well done. Okay, so they're breaking apart. Well done. The infantry is totally collapsing. You guys redraw up momentarily. Actually, don't do that just this second. You guys move forward and then shoot these guys in the side. Actually, maybe don't do that because there's cavalry coming in. You go and intercept that cavalry. Right, so the strategist is already naffing off. You guys go and deal with these guys. You, where are you right now? You're trying to deal with the vanguard. It's not going spectacularly so far. They're shattered. Turn around. Try and deal with her if you can. Right, this cavalry's not going to stand too long against my actual spears. They are going to stab them apart. Beautiful. Well done. And the enemy is starting to collapse over there. Beautiful. Now the question is, how long can they keep doing this? Because now I feel like, yeah, I just need to pretty much chase them down. And these swords, they can't be doing so hot at this point. They're being shot from multiple angles. In fact, that guy has like 5 arrows in him. How on earth are you still alive? Alright, all infantry has now been taken care of. At this point, we can just start, yep, shooting down whatever's left. Well flipping done over there. Where's the strategist right now? I don't know where he's got himself to. There you go. Take him out, please. Open fire on him. He's not going to have... No, he's only on 10,000 health. Just keep shooting him. You'll do some damage eventually. And their vanguard is starting to struggle as well. Good. This is looking like we've got it in the bag. Yep, the vanguard is now on the way out. In fact, we might be able to kill him. Don't want to do that, however. He's only a level 1, I don't really need him. Finish him off if you can. I don't feel like we need any of these people. Right, if we capture them, we capture them. If we don't, whatever, their army is done. Nice bit of money there, actually. 350, and replenishment is fine. I'll take another 300. So we've made some good money there. Didn't capture anybody. Cao Cao is what looks like falling back because he's actually out of strength. Okay, no other territories attacked. What actually happened over there, by the way? Tao Ying decided not to move in. Good, that works for me. And of course, actually, we're now back at war with Cao Cao. So, it's now no longer my fault if I were to actually go and attack them. And yes, there's also been war against Liu Bei and diddly diddly dee. Right, so, massive war down over here these days. Got it. The problem is I've just got to clear out these little annoying guys and actually beat them back before I'm ready to actually launch any sort of invasion against Cao Cao or Sun Jian. Because that's going to be big and terrifying. I would rather, yeah, just hold my current position while I mop up these little guys. Okay, number 1, get my forces out of Yan Shao's territory. I don't need to antagonize him right now. I could really do, in fact, with, yeah, him just leaving me alone for a bit. You, get over here into this here city. Alright, the salt mine can take care of itself, hopefully. This city, meanwhile, that's going to be needing itself a proper bit of patrols. Yeah, that'll do. Keep this place nice and safe. But then again, do I need this full army right here? The economy might be better served by me actually raising more troops down south and actually having Sai Yan broken down, because then she'll take all of these troops and actually just take them back to her administration position over here in Taishan. I can call her up again afterwards, though it'll be a bit expensive if I do so, but it does mean those troops will become free, but I won't be able to move them away from Taishan till I raise them again. Just to be clear, because I know that's a bit on the confusing side. So yeah, Sun Shao has these troops with him. If I were to raise him as a general and then recruit more troops and then send him back to being an administrator by saying, hey, I don't need you as a general anymore, the troops I'd raised would actually still be here in Dong and I wouldn't be paying for them anymore, but it would cost a lot more to re-raise him if I needed him as a general again in future. Okay, looks like Liu Bei does have a small force round over here, who, if we're lucky, might be about to go and attack the forces of Tao Ying. Honestly, if he wants to have this city and then this fishing port afterwards, he can. I'm not going to stand in his way. He's welcome to a bit more territory. And as for Yanshu, sorry, I keep changing my mind on this one. Actually, go and attack Cao Cao's capital. Finish off Cao Cao if you can, because if you want to take this whole territory and thus have this massive border against Sun Jian, you're welcome to it, alright? I'll move over here, take this territory, and work my way down the coast, because there's a bunch of trading settlements around here. So I would rather have Yanshu just giving me a reassuring protective cuddle in this part of the world to protect me from Sun Jian's armies. Also, tragically, yeah, my economy just took another hit there. I'm no longer trading with Sun Jian. Right, who's left that I even could theoretically trade with at this point? Because I feel like I'm trading with just about everybody I can. The Zhengzhan, who's on the river, so that might be allowed. And there's also my other vassal over here. Yeah, Zhengzhan or Yizhan over here. They're pretty much all I got. Apart from, of course, Gongsun Gong, but I'm not sure I can actually speak to him. I'm not sure he's going to be in diplomatic range. no, I don't think I'm allowed to do anything with him. He's too far away. Weirdly, I can communicate with Gongsun Du, who's way up here, but not Gongsun Gong, who's right there. I've no idea why not. Nope, can't trade with my vassal, presumably because she doesn't have a trade port. And Zhengzhan remains out of range for the time being. So, simply, I'm physically incapable of filling up my own trade routes for the moment. Okay, Cao Mao seems to be falling back in a panic right now. Any chance we can actually just, get him to... no, he's not looking at peace just yet. Even though it has moved slightly in that direction, Yangzhou doesn't want peace yet, neither does this guy, and I'm not going to try and force the matter. He's falling back right now, whatever. If we're lucky, Liu Bei will just head round here, take this city, which I believe is his, that's his capital, and as a result of that, he'll actually be in a much better mood to negotiate going forward. There's so many directions Kong Rong could go at this point. So Liu Bao is still invading. There are forces over there heading in this direction right now. Alternatively, Zhang Chao is right there. I could just go and try and take that large town, use it as a staging point to go for the farmland, then the trade port, and wrap up that entire commandery nice and easy. But of course, Yangzhou is going to be attacked by Cao Cao sooner or later, because he's probably not desperately thrilled about the fact that, I'm pretty sure I killed his wife at one point. Also, my vassal is still not going into Zhangyan City, even though there's basically nothing left, and she is now suffering attrition because she's been standing in enemy territory too long. Just go! Move in! Take it! Please! I think the population there is literally listed as 0 right now, because... that's where population gets written. So there's 404,000 people. The population's been reduced to nothing. You can probably just walk in. I think there's nobody there. Just go! Also, I should really just invoke my council, because I do have a full council at this point, and for the most part, they just give you simple missions that are just free stuff. So, what do we want here? You want me to raise any force whatsoever, and that'll get me retinue upkeep faction-wide, replenishment up faction-wide, satisfaction up for vanguards. You know what? That seems eminently reasonable. 20% income from commerce faction-wide, plus 5 satisfaction for strategists. All I need to do is... build any building from settlement administration. Okay, that's nice and simple too. And actually, you want me to do the same thing. So that's 10% income from peasantry, and also... okay, so, should have done this a while ago, gotcha. All they want me to do is, upgrade any one of my cities to a bigger city. Okay, I think I've got a plan here. I need to raise a force at some point, so... you, my good man, make your way over to Pengcheng and get there this turn if you can, actually. You know what, actually, standing right here is just fine, because I'd like you to ideally make it to this farmland. Oh, you can't quite make it there next turn. Right, you can't quite make it there next turn. Go into Force March and get into the city for now. So that means you're not replenishing, but screw it, you're nice and safe behind the walls. You'll be able to make it to the farmland next turn. So hopefully you can intercept the forces of Tao Ying. Though if we're lucky, Liu Bei will soften them up for you momentarily. While you're heading up in that direction, Yangzhou is going to have to take care of itself for the moment. Kong Rong, you head over to the livestock farm, ready to intercept the forces of Liu Bao. And speaking of which, right now my vanguard who's up here, he's actually got the really damn good horse and the really damn good weapon. But he's in the middle of nowhere doing nothing for the minute. So just give him a big axe and a decent enough horse, and next turn, I'll give the really, really damn good weapons to Kong Rong's main force here, just to make sure he can deal with that, because also he may well be pulled south to deal with Cao Cao any moment. And I don't think we need all these armies up here. I'm going to actually recall one of these guys. So this champion right here, he's going to be recalled. So that doesn't delete him or anything, it just means he's no longer going to actually be present in that city. But he is actually still an administrator in... I can't remember, I think he might be up in Donglai. And that'll free up a bit of extra money that soon we can raise a new force right here with this champion. So rather than actually, marching an army all the way down over here, it'll be faster just to raise up somebody new. And these forces just, basically keep moving down south as fast as they can, because sooner or later, the trouble's going to be down in this part of the world. Alright, time to see where everyone moves next, because ideally, I would like Liu Bao to actually come and attack me directly, though I'm not sure he can. For some reason, he doesn't seem to quite have the movement points. But I'd like him to run straight at me, because I'd like to go and murder him, just to get him out of the way. Though there are, yeah, there's more coming too, but they're some way behind and not looking so good. I'm still worried about Peng Cheng Farm, though. I feel like any moment now that's about to go down. And, yeah, Yangzhou is continuing to retreat. This all works for me. As far as I'm concerned, he can do that. Oh, yeah, okay, so the forces of Cao Cao arrived faster than I thought they were going to. You're cutting straight through forests. Okay, this is all interesting. Okay, this isn't really what I wanted to see. Though these guys are you guys actually suffering from... No, you're not suffering from attrition. You just arrived weak. Right. You guys are just going to have to basically, yeah, deal with these guys. Congratulations. And I'm going to move you out of Force March. But you mop up all of these armies as best you can. You've got a good force right there. Good luck with it. Meanwhile, yeah, I just need to move back down over here. We've got a force belonging to Cao Cao, but it is relatively weak and inexperienced because I trashed their main army already. So, move down, move down, move down. We should be okay for the time being. The problem is, oh dear, supplies are already running out because there hasn't been time to actually get the supplies operational again. So, that's no good. That's no good at all. Can I actually go and attack this guy next turn? I don't think I can, but it doesn't matter, because my primary army can just be the actual garrison, same as we've done before. All we need to do is, yeah, make sure next turn we're at full strength, and we should be, maybe not quite, but we'll be close. And by the way, I've got some really fun toys for you. Yeah, there we go. How do you feel about that? Ridiculously powerful spear. In fact, spear I took off Cao Cao is now going to be used to murder him again. Beautiful. Also, I guess I may as well give you a farmer because +4 resolve never hurts. And here, have a wooden ox because same deal. That's just going to slightly increase his survivability in terms of hit points. Lovely. Alright, primary army ready to attack Cao Cao. I feel like Sun Jian, his armies have got to be way out of the way because his empire is a stupid shape. So, he's going to take a while to mobilize against me. Now, more importantly, we have actually been able to, yeah, defend Peng Cheng for now. So, just get you over here to Peng Cheng. And once you're at Peng Cheng, you are allowed to raise a new force. Congratulations, I'm going to authorize you to do that. But first, I need to actually start an upgrade going, and I think I know where I'd like it to be. Well, there are options, aren't there? I would like it to be in Beihai, because one thing I haven't really discussed so far is corruption. You see, as your empire gets larger, corruption creeps up, and that's basically just a percentage taken off your income. So right now my income could be 14% higher than it is, because I'm doing nothing to combat corruption. However, there are special buildings that deal with that, but they're a bit on the interesting side. I mean, sure, you can just build things that reduce corruption, but there are also buildings that reduce corruption in neighbouring commanderies, which is arguably a bit more on the interesting side. Because my two biggest earning territories right now are Taishan and Dong. So if I was to actually, yeah, upgrade Beihai to level 5, thereby unlocking the 4th building slot, I could actually start moving in that direction there. The alternative, however, is to actually upgrade directly in Taishan, because upgrading increases population cap, so yeah, more and more people can actually live in the city, and the more people that live in the city, more money from peasantry, more money due to trade influence going up, replenishment bonuses, all sorts of good stuff. And more importantly, 25% from commerce. Not bad at all. You know what, I'm going to do Beihai, it's cheaper, it'll be done in 4 turns, and yeah, I wouldn't mind actually starting to get corruption dealt with in the economic heartlands. But I also need to raise a force, because the game is going to give me a reward for doing precisely that. And tragically, yeah, Sun Shao would be nice and cheap, but he doesn't actually get on with Yu Rang, the greatest general of all time. Now, there is a legendary floating around, actually. If I was to, yeah, put off the upgrade of that city, I could actually purchase Cao Cao. Right, who's Cao Cao? Because apparently he's legendary. Understanding, enigmatic, stubborn. Okay, plenty of cunning going on here. Surprisingly large amounts of resolve too. Starts off at level 4. Very high level of cunning. Decent resolve, all things considered. Starts off with nothing too dramatic. But Black Horse, +2 to cunning there as well. Honestly, he's pretty damn good. And he comes with a massive force as well. And he would actually get on with Yu Rang. So Cao Cao could actually be, yeah, a good person to add into this army. Starts off with, yeah, crossbowmen, all sorts. Then again, he starts off with a couple of G militia, who therefore I am paying for immediately. What about you? How do I feel about you? Less cunning, which is a bit on the unfortunate side. And the traits are incompetent. Okay, that's not so good. There is Lu Gan here. He's nice and cheap, comes with some +2 actual cunning skills right there. Would get on just fine with Yu Rang. Good level of cunning for only a level 2, actually. That's pretty darn good. And could in future make a decent administrator for, yeah, trade hub of some description. A bit old, though, at 47, to be honest. You know what? Screw it. You're nice and cheap. Welcome aboard. And that should hopefully be a mission complete there. Well, the game says raise a force. I have indeed raised a force, so hopefully at some point the game will say that's good. And you know what? We'll also just give you... Can I actually afford... No, I can't quite afford 2 crossbowmen. And sadly, I can't afford, yeah, trebuchet at all, despite how good trebuchets are. Fine, you know what? We'll go for 1 crossbowman, 1 medium bow infantry, because they're not bad on the old armor piercing either, and they do get the advantage of flaming arrows once I've upgraded this guy a bit. I'm increasingly suspicious what the game wanted me to do was raise an army, not recruit into an existing army. Right, I probably just slightly failed to follow the exact letter of the law there. No matter, we needed that army over there anyway. So, we're moving into position for some big fights over here. The force up north, led by our superstitious genius Mi Heng, is moving against all of this lot, and Jia Kongrong, ready to relieve Yangzhou. We've also been promised by Yan Shu that he is planning to attack the capital of Cao Cao sooner or later, so not sure what he's going to use to do that, but he has promised he is going to do it. And this is interesting. Me and Gongsun Zhang are most definitely getting closer together. Gongsun Zhang, let's just actually, yeah, double check what's going on here. So, Gongsun Gong, fine, you're trying to kill him. You hate the Han as well. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with this. Me and you, we should become friends. Okay, Cao Cao has not attempted to assault the city. That's good news right over there. There's a bunch of forces around over here. He's now moving back towards Chen, but Chen has walls. I just want to keep them away from the farmlands, to be honest. And yeah, obviously it's autumn now. Winter's coming up soon. And hello, the siege of Yangzhou has been abandoned. That's interesting. Also, just exempt Yangzhou from tax for the time being because, yeah, those guys are not happy right now, and we really need to get these supplies sorted out. Especially as, oh bloody hell, it's going to cost even more money just to fix up the buildings you just damaged, you bastards. And I'm guessing, yeah, the garrison did just take some damage there, dear oh dear. Though apparently, Kongrong could in theory make it over to the toolmaker today. I'm not sure whether I want him to be honest, but he could do if I wanted him to. Also, apparently we've got unhappy generals too. Right, okay. How many people are currently unhappy? Because unhappy generals, that's bad news. You, why are you unhappy? Cheer up, please. He wants to be promoted, and that would apparently be very, very cheap indeed, because, oh, he is literally the lowest of the low. Yeah, you know what? Have yourself a promotion, that's fine. And if we've got anything to give you, sadly I don't really have anything to give you, sorry. Oh, and she finally did it! She's actually taken a bit of territory. Oh, well done! Right, next up, take a moment to actually relax, because how on earth was that so difficult? Right, apparently she's taken huge amounts of damage, but at this point, yeah, there's some farmland over here, so, oh. Right, Lu Bu's back. Who's Lu Bu actually at war with right now? Okay, basically everybody, got it. But actually, as far as I can tell, not my vassal, which is marvellously good news, so she can just basically, yeah, pick up whatever happens afterwards. But, yeah, he's at war with just about everyone, but not me, not my vassals. Good stuff right here. Sadly, we can't get a proper view at Lu Bu, but yeah, he's got this special trident thingy that'll probably be a special weapon, and he's also got a special super awesome horse called, I think it's called Red Hare, where it's supposed to be like a ludicrously fast horse, so Lu Bu's gonna be kitted out pretty bloody well, and yeah, instinct is almost max, so while he's a vanguard, he hits hard enough that even in a duel, he will be devastatingly powerful. Now, speaking of my vassal, now she's actually got 2 territories, my vassal friend, how would you feel about going and taking that farm right there? Because that should be pretty easy for you to just walk into. No walls, anything like that. Then you've got yourself to the beginning of a little empire, and that'd be marvellous. Also, we've just moved into diplomatic range of Zhengzhan. Probably because of my vassal right there. Any chance we can trade? Yes. Trade monopoly. And she wants to trade. Right. Me and you, we can be friends. Who are you at war with, by the way? Just the usual. Some yellow turbans down south. The Han itself. Yeah, nothing major at all. So, me and you, we can be friends. Oh, she wants to trade. And she's willing to actually pay for it as well. I mean, not much, but every little flippin' helps. Okay, so, I am now trading with the Bandit Queen. What else can we do with her? Any chance we can... Okay, she doesn't want a non-aggression just yet, but... Hopefully, as time goes by, yeah, we're trending towards +2 with her. So, she's gonna like us. Sooner or later, me and her can become friends. But I'm guessing she's, yeah, not exactly much in the way of powerful. No, she's very weak. But hopefully we can just basically stay out of each other's way. Also, I can see she's lacking in food, so how would she feel about maybe buying a little bit from me? Honestly, surprisingly not great, actually. Okay, she needs about 3 food. Okay, that's fine. I might be able to use that to, yeah, get myself a non-aggression pact. That'll do as a starting point. Oh, and this is nice. She's actually got herself a tempered iron skin. So, +9 to instinct, reduces speed, but charge bonus goes up. Not bad, actually. Could be sort of fun. But then again, melee attack rate goes down. So, might actually not necessarily be a great thing, to be honest. How much do you value that, by the way? Okay, she considers that quite valuable, yes. You know what? I'm going to just hand over a bit of food for a non-aggression pact, because that's just going to slowly start her opinion of me ticking up. And maybe, eventually, we can bring her into the family as a vassal. Okay, up north near Cheng. This army is ready to move in. So, let's see if Liu Bao is willing to give battle. Because I suspect he's not. He'll almost certainly back off. Okay, unsurprising. So now we can just try and hunt him down as best we can. We've got him on the run at this point. There's not much they can do to me. Now, in theory, his second army might move into reinforce. But honestly, I think I could handle both of them at once. I don't think that would be a problem. Ah, yes, so we can see here as it's this turn now, over in Donglai, yeah, the champion who I decided to break down, he is now showing up as the administrator, so his entire army is there, but I'm now no longer paying for them until I raise them again. Meaning guarding Ping Yan, it's just Sai Yan, who is still actually the administrator of Taishan as well, she's just very good at multitasking. And time for a very difficult choice with Kong Rong here. I could bring him south and attack the toolmaker. I could sack it for a giant pile of money, potentially, and then just retreat afterwards. Or, I could move over here. I'm just at war with too many people right now. I need to start wrapping them up, and this would probably be a good starting point right there. The siege of Yangzhou has ended, for now at least. They decided to pull back for some reason. Kong Rong, head over in this direction. We need to knock over this town as soon as possible, please. If he moves into this position right here, he should be able to make it to the town next turn and level 3. We can walk straight in. Okay, that's just trespassing. That's just rude. Stay in our territory if you can. There we go. So last little bit of healing up is being done over there. If you need to, you can actually make it down to... Aha. I see you right there. So... he is still here, he's just decided to encamp for the time being. I really need, yes, something here to sort this place out. I'm really worried about Yangzhou. But if I could just move over here, yeah, walk in, murder these guys, level 3, walk down here, murder farmland, walk down over here, trade port's a bit more tricky. That would wrap up 2 factions at war with me immediately. And I would really like Liu Bei to come down over here and attack Dong Chai, but unfortunately he's not moving in. Okay, Beihai's still 3 turns away, though I could just spend 2,000 to get that done right now. Is that potentially worth it, just for actually, yeah, getting the bonus commerce in? I think it is. Alright, there we go, let's get that done. So, support from merchants, done. 20% up from commerce, that's probably a good amount of money right there, together with 10% from peasantry for 5 turns. And satisfaction going up for everybody, that's good as well. And we probably can... No, we can't quite afford the admin office, unfortunately. But we can do that next turn. I'd say that's probably a good deal right there. Alright, Cao Cao, what's your next move? Because if he goes back to attack the city again... No, he's staying put for now. And we've got Liu Bao moving in... You're fleeing into the forest. Okay, there's probably an ambush floating around somewhere. You're just continually just wandering around doing nothing. You're just losing more and more troops, so, you know, congratulations, I suppose. And now it's winter, so probably I could just say, screw you guys, have fun with your supplies running out. And Yurang just gained a massive amount of satisfaction. Good, he kind of needed it. So that's marvellous right there. Other than that, no major changes. And ooh, it's winter. Do I really want to attack a large town in winter? I'm really not convinced I do. Also, there is an ambush somewhere around here. There has to be, because she just went missing. There was another army around here, and it's just sort of gone. Yeah, it's totally an ambush stance. Right, okay. So, that's a problem. The problem is I can't actually see how many supplies he's got right now, but I know for a fact you guys are, yeah, just struggling as time goes by. These guys don't even have a strategist with them. They can't have that many supplies. Honestly, I'm happy to just basically bounce backwards and forwards and wait for them to do their business. But if they're going to do that, I should fall back to the livestock farm, because then, yeah, that's the bit that might need defending in future. You know what? Screw it. I'm just going to winter at the livestock farm. You guys want to be outside in winter? Have fun with that. Now, this is a bit of a risk, but I am tempted just to raise another army in Yangzhou, just for the sake of, yeah, having something to deflect the armies of Cao Cao. And I could just teleport Zhai Heng down. This is the guy who was serving with Cyan up north. But having broken him down, I can now just teleport him where I want. Though I do now have to pay for his troops again, effectively, and they do have to regrow. But inside a city, yeah, they should actually grow pretty quickly. And actually, if I do raise that, that's retinue upkeep down faction-wide for 5 turns, replenishment up for 5 turns. That's arguably not a bad thing. I mean, the retinue upkeep down, that army will probably, arguably, pay for itself. In fact, I should go for the cheapest army possible. How about you? Can Cheng, you're kind of terrible, to be honest. You've never been that useful to me, but you're cheap. You're really cheap. So, congratulations. You're now right here, and now, yeah, the surplus has just gone up. Beautiful. Have fun training a couple of troops there. Try and keep Yangzhou safe if you can. So that's all their missions done, and in 2 turns I can invoke them again. Right, I should definitely just be invoking the council constantly, because those are some good rewards right there. Now, Kongrong, do you really want to try and storm a town in winter? Honestly, that's probably a terrible idea, but I do have a very accurate trebuchet, and I'm going to have range advantage over them. Screw it, let's get in there. Winter doesn't matter so much to Kongrong. He's got plenty of supplies, he's got the trebuchet. We can probably have this one, and if need be, we can starve them out. Here we go, that's their entire army, and it's not exactly spectacular, is it? Yeah, that garrison's tiny. The army and the garrison together is nothing. So actually, this is going to work very much in my favour. Ah, sadly, they must have a granary. They can actually survive for 1 turn, so they will not come out this turn, which would have given me an even bigger advantage. Fine. Starve them out. In spring, they'll come and attack me. But that does unfortunately mean Kongrong's now tied up over here, so yeah, if there's problems in Yangzhou, could be bad news. Still, supplies are being restored to the town. I've still got some leftover money. Might be worth just recruiting a handful of extra troops just for safety. Just some really, really cheap basic lads. I mean, basic archers hit terrifyingly hard, and they only cost 54 in terms of upkeep. That's probably not a bad idea. Yeah, you know what? Give him just a really, really small army right there. That's going to replenish nice and fast, getting a bonus 4% right there. Yeah, 3 turns until fully replenished. We can do this, alright? Because this guy and his army, backed up by this garrison, that's a full stack army right there. That can do the job. And the same's true over here in Pingwan. So yeah, we've got Cyan and her army, and then we've got ourselves effectively a full stack army here, bearing in mind these are actually elite infantry troops. So yeah, that'll do pretty nicely. But I have a lot of troops on the field right now. I'd really like to actually get rid of some of them, but there's just too many fronts. That's why I need to commit Kongrong over here and take out some of this. I need to get rid of some of these bastards on my border. And Lubu is still on the move. Where is he going, though? Because, yeah, Lubu is terrifying and we still can't see him properly, but He's on the move. He doesn't really have permission to walk through this territory. He's just doing it anyway, because he's Lu Bu. So, basically, if he decides he's going to do something, no one can really stop him, to be perfectly honest. Oh, speaking of Lu Bu, though, actually, Dongmin's starting to come round to me a bit. So, I can make him pay, yeah, just a little bit for a bit of food. Not much, but honestly, I'd rather convert this food into something useful. Yeah, you know what? 300 gold a turn for 10 turns for 3 food. I will take that. That's pretty good. Just because every deal I do with him makes him like me more and more and more. And that's definitely for the good, because he's the one holding Lu Bu's leash. So I don't really want Lu Bu set on me. I mean, if we're very lucky, he might be going for Yangzhou, right? Yeah, he might be. That'd be just great if he was. Right, time to see what happens now, because I'm guessing these guys aren't coming to attack me, which is a shame, because it would be great if they were. Liu Bei, no major movements. Right, we're back under siege. That's fine. You are now all moving north together. Oh, hello. Something just happened with one of those settlements down there. What on earth is that? Right, that's Yangzhou moving en masse down south. So, the problem is, this territory has once again got no supplies whatsoever. So, we might need to just make this happen, to be honest. I mean, hang on, how's the garrison doing right now? The garrison is, for now, it's at full strength. We might just need to go out and make that happen, because Kongrong is a little bit on the busy side. Oh, and Liu Human has just leveled up too. Marvellous, congratulations. She is really getting somewhere, by the way. That's a really solid level of authority. And I can give her the ability to never rout, which is kind of good. Or running speed up. Yeah, running speed. Get those cavalry in position faster. Lovely. She is seriously the best commander in my army right now. She is spectacular. Oh, hang on. Gongsun Zhang is way down over here. Right, it's possible Gongsun Zhang just had his ass kicked by Lu Bu. Though, I'm not sure what Gongsun Zhang's really doing down here, to be honest. Oh, and speaking of Yangzhou, one of his armies is definitely invading Yangzhou. In fact, hang on, no, not just one. Yangzhou himself is right here, about to potentially attack the capital of Yangzhou. Right, well that's interesting. Oh, I've got a choice to make here. This is a bit of a difficult one. Right, so, this secondary army, the army of Miheng, it could head north and deal with all of these forces, which do need to be dealt with, because they're starting to get a bit large and close together and terrifying. Or it could swing south to relieve Yangzhou. Can I possibly beat the forces besieging Yangzhou without assistance? Because I might be able to, at the bare minimum, do significant damage to them. 2 commanders and a vanguard, but the troops are mostly inexperienced. Then again, my troops are mostly garrison troops, who are... Actually, some of them have had a bit of experience. They're up to level 2. That's fun. Garrisons do gain experience from the battles they're involved with. That's cool. And these guys aren't terrible. We've got medium sword infantry, yeah, times 3 in fact. We've got ourselves 2 lance cavalry. These are medium archers. Those guys aren't bad at all. Proper medium spear infantry. These guys, meanwhile, they're just basic militia. We might be able to do this. So, as it ever was, incredibly difficult battle just outside the walls of Yangzhou. We do have more firepower than them, and the garrison alone, we can outshoot them. And I've got medium archers versus their archer militia, so that's not too bad at all. The vanguard scares me a bit, but I do have some decent infantry. He's only a level 3. The commanders aren't going to be able to do too much to me, to be honest, and how are we doing on cavalry? We're pretty much evenly matched on cavalry, so they've got more, actually. Yeah, they've got way more. So I need to make sure my cavalry stays away from theirs. And I don't know how well I can do in a duel. This guy's not well set up for dueling, to be honest. Yeah, both instinct and resolve are pretty darn poor. I think he'd actually do pretty badly in any duel we put him into. But he might have a chance against the vanguard, because vanguards aren't good at dueling. Screw it, we need to make it happen. Ah, yes, this battlefield, of course. Right, guys, fall back way over here. There's nothing we can do until, yeah, the reinforcements show up. Though, then again, do I want to duel? Not immediately. Not immediately, but I will have this guy over here just to keep an eye on the enemy. Because, yeah, on top of this hill right here, we can actually see what's going on. And, yeah, we are downhill again, which is a bit of a problem. So You guys probably fall back over in this direction. Bare minimum, we need to, yeah, not be massively downhill and not have visibility of them. So, everyone just stop moving over there if you'd be so kind. And they are moving straight at us. Fine, they are just charging in. Start falling back, start falling back, start falling back. We need to draw up into a sensible line before they get to us. In fact, it looks like they're actually sending their cavalry up front to try and maybe run down my general. That would be of interest. How would I do in a duel, by the way? And out of range. Okay. Apparently we would have, yes, strength similar. Oh dear. Lose and minus 25 morale permanently. Okay, maybe soften them up a little bit first. We need to get our units into position. But these guys are really, really rushing to actually, yeah, get on top of us. They really want to do this before the reinforcements show up. Right, guys, you're going to need to draw up into a new position over here, if you'd be so kind. We're not going to have time to actually, yeah, get into a better, higher ground position. Okay, we've got visibility of the army. It's coming in right now. I see cavalry on both flanks for the time being. They're not committing their cavalry in either direction. I can't put all my cavalry in one place, because they've got more of it than me. So all I can do is start splitting it up, basically. Some cavalry over here, some cavalry go over here. We need to knock out their archers before they start causing trouble for me. Now, let's see what we've got in terms of response to my cavalry movement here, because there's a good chance they might respond to that in some way. Right, some troops being diverted down over here. Let's not go too far out of the way here, and you fall back if you'd be so kind. Why are you going so slowly? Please get back into position a bit faster. Thank you. Okay, what's going on here? They're sending a small force to intercept this, but it's not cavalry. So actually, this sort of works. Yeah, okay. They're sending, aha, I see the cavalry. Right, move this cavalry back. They're deploying their cavalry over here to try and catch my cavalry. That means there's going to be less cavalry available on this flank to intercept this cavalry. And what else do we actually have here right now? Not much yet. You guys ready to start firing momentarily? I kind of hope you are. Right, get back over here. We got spears coming out to come and help with you, please. So, yeah, just get back over here. If you can, lead them straight into spears. Just get the spears in position to intercept. You guys loop around the outside of the G militia. Do not let them get on top of you. Just start looping, looping, looping. And where are the actual... There's the archers. Right. We got to run it down. We got a good shot. Guys, what are we going to do now? They just seem to be charging. They think they've got my number. And honestly, they've got the numbers. Begin firing. Focus on the G militia. The G militia don't have shields. They don't have any chance to dodge. We should be able to do a good job against them. That's the mounted saber cavalry. Don't bother firing on that. Focus all firepower on the G. As for the rest of it, cavalry's looking like, yeah, it's pretty open for the time being. And you guys just get through my spears. You guys go and intercept the lancers. Get my cavalry out of there. Good, there we go. Lancers are now going to be taken out by actual spearmen. Spearmen should be able to handle that. Get these guys around the outside. We're laying down a lot of fire. Did you just actually have... That was Nature's Ally. Unyielding Earth. No, they don't actually have the ability to block any of this. Okay, you guys... You have to see off these guys, because otherwise they're actually going to hit my archers, which is a problem. How are we doing round here, by the way? Here we go. Cavalry coming in. Some of you guys over here. Some of you guys over here. See off their archers. No matter what the cost, see them off. And as for the rest of it, yep, you guys just start dropping your firepower down on the G. Just those lovely little trick drop shots you enjoy doing. Get all that done. And as for the rest of it, you guys are seeing off these guys. Cavalry seems to be busy for the time being. You see off the saber militia. Okay, problem is, they've sent their guys right into the front. Time for me to duel. Yep, do it. Duel the vanguard. Keep him busy. That's the important thing right there. So we've got ourselves... Ooh, you guys have been caught out of position. See off these guys, please. Just basically chase them off, and then one of you... Get over here, see off these guys too. I need these archers taken care of. So right now, here we go. Their front line is starting to look dicey, all things considered. Yeah, it's starting to break apart, actually. It is starting to break apart. How are my spearmen doing? a decent enough job. I've got more horses down here who are not really doing what they're supposed to do. Actually, you know what? If you can, lead them over here towards these spears. We got plenty of spears over here. Get those guys down over there to deal with this. You guys are, that is, ooh, that's good stuff. You're actually, yeah, a captain who's good at dealing with stuff. So, chase off these guys as far as you can, alright? This is going reasonably enough, and you guys just get round the side. The front line is looking dicey to me. This is looking very dicey. How's the duel doing, by the way? Pretty even for the time being. Nothing major in either direction. You guys are not really where I'd like you to be, but you're just going to have to deal with it. Here we are. Spears taking out cavalry. That's where you guys want to be. And I've still got myself a handful of good quality lancer units. These guys are about to break their halberds, which isn't great, but screw it. I might be able to just shatter them right now with a big charge. Oh, that looks pretty powerful to me. They are shattered. Right, okay. In we go, in we go, in we go. See off these guys if you can. Just get in the back. Another charge, please. Another charge right in the rear. They've been seen off. Right, this is good. We might be able to start doing a roll-up right over here. You guys, chase those guys down, and if they're not willing to give battle... Oh, they've got reinforcements coming in. Guys, divert, divert, divert. Right into the back of the G militia. How are we doing? I'm not doing well against the vanguard, unfortunately. How are we doing here? Oh, bloody hell, this is... Okay, we're doing alright. The cavalry is being seen off here. The cavalry is being seen off. How are we doing on the old archers? Right, archers, get round the side, begin doing a flanking maneuver. You might need to run away at some point, but that will actually, yes, unfortunately, damage his own troops, which is not great. How are you doing? Lancers, get out of there, and yeah, just actually start laying down some pressure over here. We've got some good troops ready to begin flanking. It's not spectacular, but it'll do. You need to run away in a moment. I'm so sorry, but you really do. Lancers, get over here. Hit these guys. You've managed to chase off these guys. Yeah, you know what? It's time for you to go. Run, 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 run. I'm really sorry about that. You couldn't win that fight. Bit of a shame, but back to the city with you. And how else are we doing right now? There is cavalry over there. Deploy the spears to go and try and deal with it. You guys, try and keep these guys busy. My front line's actually looking like it's in okay shape. You guys have actually recovered. You guys get over here. What have we got in terms of archers? There's a handful of archers there. What else have we got? There's a lot of units breaking right now, but I'm running out of steam myself. The problem is the generals. I'm not sure I've got a good answer to the generals, and yeah, unfortunately, these guys are all suffering from morale penalties because of the losses they just actually suffered there. We might want to actually withdraw at this point. We've done sufficient damage. It's going to make it much harder for them to actually, you know, take the city when the time comes. Yeah, we're in trouble. Unfortunately, that vanguard, and they've just got too much. They've just got too much here. Do I give the general retreat at this point? Do I want to do that? I've got no arrows left whatsoever, unfortunately. I might be able to damage some of their units. At the bare minimum, take out some more of their cavalry. We got spears here who can do a good job taking out these lancers, so we can annihilate their cavalry. And how much do they actually have? How much do they even have left right now? They don't seem to have much left themselves. Like, this is going to be, as far as I'm concerned, a no-score draw. Come on, spears, hold. This is literally your one job. Just hold and stab the flipping cavalry. This is where you want to be. This is what you're flipping good at. We've got some lancers over there who can do some good work against those swords, but it's not enough. It's just not enough. Look at that. The vanguard is just sending them flying. That vanguard is brutal. No one can deal with him, unfortunately. Right, we've done some good damage over there. Keep the lancers dancing as best you can. The lancers at least can do something. There's some G militia right over there. Lancers, oh, no, we got nothing. We got absolutely flipping nothing. Get over there. If you can, hit these G militia and these horses in the rear. Maybe we can cause them to break, but we've got no answer to the generals. That's the problem. 3 generals, and my general just wasn't very good as a duelist. So, yeah, Bit of a problem there. But at least we can get in one last glorious charge. They're trying to charge me. I'm charging them too. In we go. Send them flipping running. So that's at least some good news. But to be honest, this is it. It's over. There's nothing we can do here. This Lancer's not going to stand and fight for too much longer. We've done some really, really damn good work, but this is the end. Yep, that's your lot. Valiant defeat. But that was a Sally battle, alright? Hopefully, that was actually worth doing. Yeah, they did actually lose more troops than me. I've now got more troops than them, but I'm going to start suffering from attrition immediately. And as painful as this is, under the circumstances, I have to withdraw to deal with Yangzhou. So this army is actually going to move down here towards the livestock farm and murder those guys next turn. Which means that Peng Chen might just have to basically be sacrificed because now this force has to move over here to intercept these guys. So you move over there and yeah, if you can, recruit somebody new please. Who have we actually got that might be of use? Sadly, no one that we can both afford and would actually get on well with this army. So in which case, yeah, just actually give this guy a few more troops. In particular, yeah, the all-important trebuchets. One trebuchet and some crossbows. That'll do the job for now. And then, yeah, if you actually just get him into Chen, he might be able to do a good job there. I mean, these guys have got to run out of supplies sooner or later. They can't just keep going forever. And it's reform tree time. Beautiful. I tell you what, we got 20% commerce right up here. That is probably not a bad idea at all. Yeah, I just need money. I desperately need more money just to keep myself going right now. So I just need more and more coming out of Taishan. Speaking of which, assignments. Right now, I'm not doing enough assignments. Here we go. Donglai generates at least a little bit of money through commerce. So, Guaosi, get in there and give them an education program, please. And Dong could really do with something that actually would boost the amount of money being made through industry in a perfect world. Which a Vanguard could in theory do, but yeah, no Vanguards available right now. And Can Cheng's a bit busy being murdered. Right, leave it for now, that's at least a little bit more money. But yeah, next turn, we relieve Yangzhou. Unless of course another massive army shows up, which would be a bit of a pain if it did. But more importantly, yes, these guys now have no choice but to come out or die. Aha! They've given up the siege. Good, or rather bad and kind of annoying, but screw it. We kind of needed that respite anyway. And Zhang Yan is finally naffing off and leaving our territory. Cao Mao is just going away. Chen is Chen under siege right now? And yep, I thought you guys might be coming to attack me. Pyrrhic victory? I don't think this is going to be a Pyrrhic victory. I think you overestimate their chances.
It is time to grind these peasants into dust!
Alright, chill out, Kongrong. That's not what we're actually putting out there, alright? You really need to run these things past the PR department before you say them out loud. Right, nothing too dramatic here. Yeah, just actually draw my line up over here. Nice and straight. We should have a pretty good view of the enemy, but yeah, there are a handful of trees, annoyingly. Plenty of trees to hide my cavalry, though, so we should be able to get round on their archers pretty easily. Got the trebuchets, nice line right here. My vanguard is ready to kick a whole giant pile of ass. That's going to be beautiful. And maybe we'll let Liu Humin fight, because yeah, she's got the thing right there. But yeah, she kind of lacks the resolve to have the staying power she needs. Still, time to wait for them to come to me. And yeah, very conveniently, my cav can actually act as scouts to make sure my trebuchets got a good shot. But you guys just, yeah, move a little bit further forward as well. Keep an eye on them. They've got to be... There we go. Right, got visibility. Trebuchet can shoot up to about there. Fine. So when they hit this tree line, we'll be ready to start bombarding them. Though, interestingly, yeah, they don't actually know where I am right now, so they're sort of just wandering over here. Which isn't actually the direction I'm in, but screw it. The trebuchet will have a shot momentarily. Here we go. I think they've actually located the trebuchet because it just started firing on them. Oh, that's some crispy Tesco lasagna right there. Right, that's some really good accurate stuff, but for the time being, change your target over to, yeah, the actual infantry. Ideally, big clusters of it if you'd be so kind. Here we go, and ooh, the trees have taken some of the penalties. Yeah, the trees will actually catch fire and sometimes take hits for troops, which is a bit on the annoying side. Right, target these guys. That's a big cluster. I wouldn't mind actually having taken care of. There are actually... Ooh, in comes some more, and... Ooh, that was a big hit right there. Loving that. Look at all those corpses. That's a lot of corpses. Some of them are... They're not quite dead yet. Oh, that's some more. Ho ho, trebuchets are great. Yeah, they definitely get more accurate as you actually level them up. And by the way, you're about to find my cavalry. I suspect you are. Are we going to just miss each other? Hang on. We might be about to just actually walk straight past each other. Marvellous. So, there are some cavalry over here. She wants to attack my vanguard. No, I'm not fighting with my vanguard. My vanguard wants to be getting busy with your actual troops. Okay, it's time for these horses to start moving in this direction. Just start them moving over there. I know they've got cavalry coming in on this flank, and I actually really lack spearmen, to be honest. So you guys just, keep these archers safe just in case. For the minute, no need to commit to anything too early. My cavalry is nice and hidden right here, and when I say it's nice and hidden, it's not going to be hidden for too much longer. Some of their cavalry is already naffing off. We're moving into range right now. This all works for me. Right, my cavalry is revealed over there. This cavalry's not been revealed yet, but will be soon. In comes more. Oh, that's some good hits right there. Right, we do have some charging cavalry coming off this flank right now. This is going to hurt a little bit, to be honest, but... we'll need to make do. Put a bit of fire on the actual lancers if you'd be so kind. And keep turning down that duel. That's not a duel I want to do. Instead, just get my cavalry round over here. Start them looping round. Get them into these here archers. And their front line is just breaking in the face of the trebuchet, damn it. It's beautiful. Oh, yeah. They don't like this one little bit. They're not enjoying this. In comes the rest of the cavalry. Just wrap it up these guys. Wrap it up these guys. Oh, yeah. They don't like that. They don't like that at all. Pull them back, pull them back, pull them back. At this point, we've slowed them down really nicely. And actually, you know what? Those guys aren't... they haven't broken yet. Can we just make sure these guys break, please? Let's just actually get rid of them, if you'd be so kind. Straight through this here unit of G militia. Just get over there. There we go. Those guys are now breaking apart. Right, guys... get over here right now. They've sent their generals up front to deal with us. Yeah, the front line is not in great shape at the minute. Okay, time to start wrapping them up here. You just go and attack this guy. He doesn't want a duel, but screw it, he doesn't actually get a choice. And as for Liu Humin, she might want to actually get involved momentarily. This person is inspired by ability, supposedly. But, ooh, plenty more fire going on over there. Yeah, get my cavalry out of there, please. I think they've done enough for the time being. Trebuchets, fire on whatever's left of their infantry, please, which is not much at all. And as for Liu Humin, yeah, you know what? Let's actually get her sorted out, please. So, get over there, and that is now officially a duel. And, okay, she hops down off the horse. We're now dueling behind our own lines. Crossbow's going to deal with whatever's left at this point. So, trebuchets, keep on doing your work. We're going to take some light knocks to the front line here, but honestly, it's not much at all. You guys just keep on keeping on. Why have you guys turned around? Don't turn around. Fire on the G militia, please. Bloody hell, guys. Come on. Right, get the cavalry around the side here. Their infantry is pretty much at the point of collapse. Liu Human's actually struggling a bit here because, yeah, that's a sentinel. Their entire job is being very good at tying up enemy heroes in duels. Even if they can't necessarily win, they can stall long enough. So, that's actually not looking great for Liu Humin at all. Maybe I shouldn't have agreed to this duel, but get around the back over here. Yeah, she might have to retreat out of that one, which would be a bit of a shame, but no matter. You guys just get over here. You guys get over here. Stop skirmishing, please. Just shoot directly into them. That'll do the job just fine. Yeah, Liu Humin's not actually doing so hot right now. That's a real shame. So, she's going to have to take a little bit of a light hit to morale. So, Liu Humin, you just wander off, please. But, any chance you're willing to actually duel... come on, duel my vanguard. He's actually got a massive, great hitting stick too. No, she doesn't want a duel, but unfortunately she doesn't actually get a choice. Right, deploy my vanguard right over here with his great big heirloom spear. chase them off, please, with the great big roar. And I think, actually, that is them pretty much naffing off. And, yeah, Kong Rong, just basically shoot this guy, if you'd be so kind. You don't have to actually attack him directly, just, actually, yeah, go into fire at will mode, please. Just basically, shoot this guy with your super awesome bow, right? Him right there. Kong Rong, please shoot. Never mind, just go and hit him with a sword. And looks to me like it's all falling apart here. Yeah, honestly, we've taken some light knocks, particularly to the Vanguard army, but it's pretty much over. And now my Vanguard's just getting involved and just mowing them down with his big old spear. Yeah, who's actually left at this point? It is just this guy. Right, everybody just basically wail on this guy for a bit. And the Vanguard's coming in, hitting him bloody hard right there. I think he just took about 4,000 damage, down to 16,000. Everybody just keep hitting him. Come on, let's all go for him, please. They chased Liu Humin off the field, damn it. It was very rude of them. Still, lesson learned. Just because the game says you can win this one doesn't actually mean you will. A good quality sentinel can do a lot of good work. And I think he's in the process of either dying or running. He's got to make a choice sooner or later. Everyone's just going to go in, and I think we just straight up murdered him, actually. Yeah, he's been pretty well shanked. I think, actually, we just hit him with the spear and he fell over. Lovely, job done. Oh, yeah, that was some big hits to that guy's army. The basic assault infantry, they took some damage. Still, that's a big pile of money right there, and even more money too, actually, no. Take the replenishment, we need to keep moving on. And Kong Rong gets some bonus XP for being a big damn hero who decided to actually help the wounded. Marvellous. And there is a new faction leader. I'm not sure she'll actually be in power for too long, to be honest. Ooh, but we did actually manage to get a Great Glaive. Okay, that's pretty badass. Does way more base damage, way less armor piercing damage. Yeah, and actually gives a bit of a charge bonus. Not bad, to be honest, not bad at all. Well, I'll tell you what, you, my good man, you can most definitely have that. And yes, Liu Bao has very unfortunately decided to actually attack that settlement. Very annoying indeed. But, yeah, Ken Chang has survived. That means, because this city is not currently under siege, and thus its garrison can start recovering, and bloody hell, we have paid so much money for repairs on this place. It is ridiculous. You can actually go and deal with these bastards as you were originally planning to. This place should have, yes, it's got supplies for now, so the garrison is not taking any knocks just yet. And how on earth are you guys not suffering attrition? What the hell is your deal? Right, for whatever reason, Tao Ying just seems to be doing nothing right now, so do I want to actually deploy Yu Rang down south to actually relieve Yangzhou, which is going to come under more attack yet? Oh, but here's fun. Remember that guy we had who was a general over in Yan Shao's army? Well, he's not anymore. Now he's actually in the upper echelons of government. Hello. You're doing very well for yourself. What did you manage to do? Ah, he's Chancellor now. Very good. Though sadly, because he's not been adopted as a family member, yeah, that doesn't actually give me any new option. It's only managed to infiltrate at all, then an administrator, general, or family member after adoption. So yeah, I don't get any new options for that, but it does still seem to be a rather good thing. I don't really want to do this, but I do have one idea that might actually just work. So, Tao Ying right here, who are just hanging out here, threatening my territory, but not doing anything. Could I actually force myself to be at peace with them for the time being? Actually, in all fairness, might not even cost me that much. You guys are... Wait, hang on. Hang on. You guys? No. That's absolutely fine. I think I know how we can get you on board. How about, yeah, a nice little bit of food? Unfortunately, we're actually lacking in a bit of food right now. I've been kind of selling a bit too much of it. The thing is, 273 gold a turn and some food will just make him basically shut up and leave me alone. And that leaves my army free to move down south. Because Tao Ying is probably going to be one of the tougher factions to actually knock over. So, screw it, I'm willing to do that. Right there. Congratulations. We are now at peace. We are no longer attacking each other. Good. That works for me. That's one threat removed, and that means I don't need to have armies floating around here to deal with the farmland. Also, Yan Shao has actually taken Luoyang, the old imperial capital, so good victory for him. He's just walked in and taken that, and there's more coming too, actually. Yan Shao is just invading Yanshu en masse, and I should probably be a bit concerned about that, to be honest. That's worrying, because if he manages to successfully do that, at that point, yeah, he'll just turn on me straight afterwards. So, that's not great. Also, Liu Bei is being completely hopeless and not helping in the slightest. Right, so this is not good. This is not good at all. Still, there is a large force here that should be able to see off this force, but what is Lu Bu doing? Because honestly, right now I'm getting on pretty well with the Han. If they just want to basically just go over here and take out some Yangzhou territory, potentially pulling Yangzhou's armies back, that sort of works for me in some ways. Anyway, back to the important thing here. With these guys neutralised, this army is now free to basically start just charging south as fast as it can. So you guys just get over here and just get down towards Yangzhou. Join up with Ken Chang's army. Hopefully you guys all get on. I'm not sure whether you do or not. Once you've actually got that in place, together with the garrison forces, you should be able to see off even a full stack from Cao Cao. Liu Humin's fine, by the way, isn't she? Yes, she is. Right, back to the important thing, however. Yes, this place right here. Now, come on. In theory, how about you just actually surrender at this point? Because you're not going to win. They will not give up the settlement. Very well, murder it is, I suppose. Right, just need to provide a little bit of a way for my troops to get inside, and actually, kind of looks like they're gonna ride out to meet me. Which is fine, I suppose. We can do it that way if you'd prefer. Here we go. Let's just put all the archer fire in the world on her troops. Lovely. That'll do the job right there. And also on her too. She's got 11,000 health. Sorry, 9,000 health. Sorry, 7,000 health. Sorry. She's not doing great. No, okay, we just shot her down. Right, so that worked pretty well. No, they actually just surrendered. We didn't actually need to go inside the town. So, they said they wouldn't give up the town. Then they sort of gave up the town. Maybe she just preferred dying. She just enjoyed being dead, apparently. Well, you know what? I'll take some extra free money. That's all absolutely fine. This place was level 3, wasn't it? Yeah, just move in. We need to actually fortify that to level 4. And that faction has been succeeded and then destroyed, actually. Marvellous. So, that's one less person we need to be at war with. And I think we just actually inherited a horse there. Marvellous. So, expertise up, charge bonus up, not bad at all. Tell you what, hand that straight over to this guy who's got... Yeah, it's a tiny bit slower, but it's got way more mass to it. Charge bonus is welcome as well. Beautiful. So now both my vanguards have decent horses. Oh, and all of that just gives us the money we need to upgrade Taishan. And Taishan, yeah, that's a big old pile of extra money coming in. This place is making the money. That's almost certainly a good idea. But then again, actually, Beihai, you know what? We need to get that admin office down. Get that in play. That's a good idea too. Meanwhile, in Dong, there's a really cheap building for, an extra 5% in industry, 25 in commerce. Yep, that's worth doing too. Keep the upgrades rolling in here. And yeah, we kind of need to prioritize actually getting more food in, which is weird to say, but yeah, we really need to actually spend some money on that. We are right now running on completely neutral food, because we are selling a lot of it right now, and our economy is still not looking great, to be honest. Still, we've made some progress here. We've held off Cao Cao for now. We've made peace with Tao Ying. He doesn't like us, but they're going to leave us be, at least for the time being. We've knocked out one of the small annoying factions, and we're ready to just basically roll round the corner and deal with the rest of them too. So that should lock down pretty much all of China between the two rivers. But Yanshao is starting to worry me again. The presence of, two full stack armies just floating around in this territory, that's a concern. Also, that is technically my spy who just took Luoyang, so you know what? Due credit to him for actually staying in character, but maybe in future, try less hard to actually take territory off my allies. Though actually, you know what? Hang on, that's worth a thought. The moment that army starts marching out, we can basically screw with it. We can poison its provisions, falsify marching orders, basically in various ways completely screw it up. Though actually, for the time being, we probably want to know where the hell Yanshao's army actually is. So, yes, I know it's going to cost a bit more than it should do. Screw it. Where is Yanshao's army itself? I'm not 100% sure. It doesn't seem to have actually shown up. Possibly it'll show up next turn, or possibly it's currently in the ambush stance, and thus I can't see where it is anyway. But, yeah, problems. Yangzhou is most definitely invading. He's got at least 2 good quality armies right here. On the plus side, I suppose, he's not technically going for me, which is nice, but on the downside, yeah, Yangzhou, who's been a very useful friend, he is basically tearing him apart. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen, I'd say that is enough for now. Next time, Kongrong is going to mop up this little corner of China, and then it's time to march on Cao Cao together, knock him out of the game for good. But I might potentially need to go back to war with Yangzhou, because he's starting to look very, very dangerous indeed. But then again, Lu Bu might be about to do that work for me. That is a very good army with, oh blimey, that is level 8 experienced cavalry right there. Yeah, heavy spear cavalry, level 8. That ain't fun. That is gonna murder anything put in front of it. Honestly, a war between Lu Bu and Yangzhou might work out well for me, or it could turn into a total disaster. To find out which it is, ladies and gentlemen, join me next time very, very soon indeed. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Total War 3 Kingdoms. Thank you very much, and goodbye. This guy's enjoying that. This guy's enjoying his elephant a bit too much.
Oh my god.
In Fair Verona, we set our scene. Oh my god, Becky, look at her butt. It is so big. They've managed to glitch inside one of the buildings. Elephants in the rear! And then in come the chariots!